Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. We are back with a Napoleonic War line battle. It is, of course, the Sunday event of the 77Y. It is a standard line battle, a land battle. It's also going to be played by the Russians and, of course, the evil ostriches. Yes, the Austrians are here as well. So, let me tell you about the team. 77Y. The BA we've got on there on the Russian side. There's also FH in there. And I think that's about it, really. Yeah, that looks about it on there. Now, against them, as the Austrians, we've got the 2LHR, the NR12. Let's see. I think that's probably all of them, actually. A great turnout. And let's see how the balance looks. 91 versus 92. Look at that. Let's go and have a look. Right. There is Lieutenant Charlie the Turtle, engineer of choice, going out and scouting the area. And here are the cannons setting up for the 77Y. So you've got the guards, like Midgarder there. And you've also got the cannoneer, VP Falcon. You can see setting up his cannon, working together with the White Knight as the gunner. And there, of course, is one of the commanding officers, or I would say, sorry, one of the commanders, more to do, non-commissioned officers, Mr. Dropkick, who got a beautiful team kill on Hoghams earlier, which was just glorious to watch. There, of course, is another Charlie the Turtle there, Lieutenant, and there's Snecker Mace Cannoneer, and there's a gunner Auriculus as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on there, and there's also Slayer Boy in there as well as a corporal. So it looks like there's the lieutenant there as well. So, and they've got all their guards around them. Aha, look at this. What is this? Oh, look at this. The 66 Hussars. They're known as BA, but yeah, 66 Hussars. And these guys running in as the cavalry. The fine hussars of the Russian nation. Now, let's see what's going on with this line over here. You've got two guys having a fight. Who is this? Sergeant Bunsley. And it's Gnome. Poor old Gnome. There we go. So Gnome has surrendered the colours, and he is the musician of choice. RSV Gnome. Good for Gnome. Gnome raising the morale of the forces. The FH 92nd there, Duncan Marker. And he's raising the morale. And you can see now that it looks like, yeah, it is in fact, the skirmishers have started engaging forces already. And it looks like they've run into an Austrian line. So here now you can see a massive Austrian line. Oh dear, this is brutal. Massive Austrian line there, being taken apart from all directions. The NR12, there's Cadet Franz Schmidt getting in there, but it's surrounded by tons of Russians. And the skirmishers are engaging at long distance as well, causing a massive problem for the likes of Walter Odenberg, as he just found out, with a sword to the back. Coming in from Malekith, no less. So I guess Malekith might be commanding a line tonight, which is nice to see. There's Sergeant Ranger, of course. More skirmishers going in there. And Emilio as well. So the Jaegers are in there doing their work. Long distance engaging. And you can see here that it's taken quite a toll on the Austrians. They've pretty much lost one line already. You've got another section of line troops over here who are now engaging the Austrians coming in as reinforcements. Down goes Earstorm. Jojo Max also taken down as well. And the fisticuffs and stabbing begins. No, not Private Chadders. Damn it, Chadders. Supposed to survive. Oh dear. No glory for the name Chadders, unfortunately, tonight. Shame. And Posh Gaming also dying as well. So you can see it's the lines reorganising themselves, getting themselves together, and then reforming and going after the Austrians. Now, there's a guy there. That's Lazanis, who's attacking the remaining Austrian. Oh, it's Takachara-chan. Oh, doing a fantastic job of defending against so many Russians. Oh, a nice spinning stab there, a quick block. Going in for a stab, takes out another one. And Andre and Sammy as well, or Cammy I should say, sorry. Defending himself against multiple Russians, including a nice stab. And Thoring goes down courtesy of Noxic as well. Gets shot by one of the Austrians, which means they're probably on the hill somewhere. Or at least around this area. And finally, Takara-chan goes down after an absolute fantastic section. And was taken down by Muffins. So Muffins are deadly, just to let you know. So here is Emilio and the other members of the Skirms. And there's Mad Dog hiding behind a stone. There's Ida Skyle, I think is how you pronounce it. There's Voodoo. Oh, no, there isn't. Ida Skyle goes down. Unfortunately stood in the wrong place and caught a bullet in the face. So, Abercrombie gets taken out as well. And it looks like skirmishers versus skirmishers here. So, long distance shooting with accurate rifles. Between the two, and it looks like now the skirmishers are going in along with support by some line troops. You can see some of these guys here. No, they've got weapons. Oh, down goes one of the horsemen, and he unfortunately sliced. Trontak taken apart. Horse was taken down, and wow, look at that. No, Muffins has died. Muffins has been assassinated. So you can see here the Russians now moving forward, taking down the remaining members of the skirmisher unit. Now the thing is, if they take down this skirmisher unit, that will give a big advantage to the 77Y, because they will then have that long distance ability to engage. And look at that. There we go. Oh, the Russians doing a number on the skirms. You can see Aegis there trying to defend himself. Nanotox also trying to defend himself. We've got Taco down here. We've got Noxic. And who's this other one? Taurus. So these guys all defending themselves. Look at this. And you've also got a horse making his way around the place and trying to take out some of the Russians as well. Look at these guys. They're dancing around like... Oh. Oh dear. That didn't go down well for Syntax. Well, actually, it was over kind of bad. So, so you can see now, unfortunately, it's looking like, yep, you've got a Russian over here. Who's this man? So there's Taurus getting into a fight. Oh, it's Mad Dog. Mad Dog's going clutch there for a second, but unfortunately, with 5 against 1, it wasn't really... It's Gnome. The musical Gnome, ladies and gentlemen. Doing his duty on top of a mound of earth. Good for the gnome is all I can say. And now he stopped. Now that the 92nd is returning. So the gnome basically will be carrying the colours, and they will be under the command of Major Lee Blackwell, making his way out. Carrying his fine pipe with him, and he is checking the area for potential enemies. There we go, forming up the lads. Oh, eat jello. Fantastic. So, let's see what's going on, because we're following the 2 LHR. And these look to be, they are indeed Jaegers. You see the cannon being fired in the background. So, let's see. It is 5 Austrians versus 24 Russians. Now, let's see. It's Dropkick, leading a line that includes Jam John and Lemon, High Lord, Neural Cola, sorry, my apologies. And there's Midgarder. And right at the back, it's Dussel. But no, even more at the back, it's Mr. Turtle, the engineer. So, Monsieur Turtle, Lieutenant Monsieur Turtle, no less. So, those guys are moving out as well. Now, let's see. Who is remaining? You got the hussars still. Some of the hussars remaining. You can see here. Few people there. There's quite a few of the FH still remaining as well. Oh dear, Lemon's been squeezed. Poor Lemon. Never mind. So, let's see what their plan is, because they're moving up ahead. Right, okay, so they're going to run into this very small unit of Austrians. And the Austrians are seeing them coming. And this is where it's going to be dangerous to drop kick in his little line. But they're probably going to have to break an attack. I know it's not aeroplanes, but yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're not shooting, and they're going in, and they're going to bayonet people to death, which is basically the plan. So, as there's only a few remaining, that's definitely the way they've got to go. As drop kick. Oh, Jam John, shot in the face. Ow, that's got to hurt. Drop kick picks up his weapon. Taco gets taken down. Nanotex gets taken down. High Lord gets team killed. Aegis and Taurus, this is not looking good. I think there's just one man left. This is the last man for the Austrians. Can he make it? No, he gets murdered. Murdered horribly. Poor Nopsic. And there you go. That has been the end of round number 1. And we shall move on to round number 2. And so, it becomes round number 2. Ah, look at this. We're in with the 66th Hussars. Fine fellows to a man. There's VP Falcon with the artillery train, complete with White Knight, following on beside him, ready to do his duty, as they're going to get the cannon up to a rather nice point, maybe. Yep, up on the same hill, maybe. Yeah, it seems to be a good spot. I think it's going to be this man here, yes. Sergeant Dropkick deciding the position. Oh no, Charlie the Turtle and the Gnome have crashed out of the game. So, Gnome down and Turtle down as well. So, this is not good. We've lost the Gnome and the Turtle already. Let's just see. So, these guys setting up their cannons, and you can see Snecker Mace in there, and there's Slayer Boy obviously in as one of the other commanders of the Special Needs Artillery Bus, as it's become known to me on the 77Y. Oh dear, bless them, they're wonderful lads. So, and they've obviously got their cannoneers, and look at that, there we go, Fortune 0. Fortune 0, the first victim. Oh dear. Yeah, the fortune is not with him tonight, unfortunately. So, a first victim, courtesy of the cannons. Never mind. So you can see they've got cannons spread. It's sort of, you know, basically only 2 cannons, but they've got those 2 cannons sort of facing in that general direction where you'd expect the enemy to come from. So, let's see if we can find out what's going on with the... No, we're back on the blooming cannoneers again. Aha, here is the 77Y. There is Cadet Jordanator. Now, there's Thorin, and there's Gamer, who punches like a woman, but never mind. Sergeant Andre leading out one of the lines. And there is Major Malekith, commanding officer and leader of the cadet line, which is made up of Georginator. Georginator again. There's Destructor NATO 99. There's Nick Lazanis. Volcani. Guybrush. Great Monkey Island reference. Mac Muesli. Mac Muesli again. Alex Wheeler. Ah, there's a man who sounds familiar. Hello, Alex. Alex Wheeler again. Okay, Cadet Ranston. Razord. Cadet Henry. At the rear here we have Growler. We have B3421 Sean. cadet, the DWI, or W14 maybe, and PFC Buddha at the rear. So here we go, you can see the cadet line lining up and presenting against the Austrians, who you can see... Oh, look at that! Brutality onto these guys. Looks like... Never failing to stop for a quick teabag. Yeah, that's the 77Y all over. So you can see now, as you can see here, the 2 LHR moving up to try and engage this small line. But the trouble is they've also got a line up on the hill that is outflanking them, and that's going to cause them a problem. So now the 2 LHR are starting to move back because they know that that will be a very dangerous position to be in. So if they move back out of the way, the trouble is they're going to be engaged by the Russian line behind them. And that could get dangerous. You can see them dodging left and right, trying to stay out of the way as best they can. But they might lose a few people. You can see, there we go. The 2 LHR finally getting back and moving. Oh, nasty. Oh, a few long-distance shots coming in. Volcani with a nice long-distance kill. And Silatosis also taking down poor old Musketeer Ringtone. And Sneckermace also doing a little bit of a number with a cannonball as well. So, good stuff. And, oh, look at this. This is the, this is a 2 LHR. No, there's Slayer Boy. How we ended up back here, I've no idea. So, here is a PFC. There's Hit and Blast. And up ahead, it looks like the Skirmishers. Yeah, there's Sharpshooter, Greatsword, and Skirmisher Hobo. And look at these guys. These guys are engaging the enemy at long distance because they've got that advantage of the accuracy of their rifles. Now, if you look into the distance here, you can see they have a line. The skirmishers, the Jaegers for the Austrians, are starting to move back to better support cover. That's going to help them out because the additional firepower and the lines will really help them. So you can see here the 2 LHR under Kuk 80. You can see here Defa and Alexander. And Alexander again. I do wish it had stopped there. Lemon Expert. What a wonderful name. Oh dear. So Takara Chan, who we saw poning it up. Oh my goodness. So that's 19JSA09. Oh dear. So unfortunately, Lemon Expert may be an expert at lemons, but isn't an expert at avoiding bullets. Now that's Culture Hapstad. I think that's how you pronounce that. We've seen him. There's Lucius. And many more in there. Mickey Mouse. Keldon Diam. Gummy Bear. Or Gummy Bower, maybe. I don't know. There's Weissel and Globert in there as well. And then you've got another small line here as well. More from the NR12. You can see here. Working together with under their lieutenant, which would be David Hake. Or Huck, maybe. And they've also got the 2 LHR Hussars. Look at these fine fellows. Swords at the ready. And also supported by a line, which is good. That's going to help them out. So, look at these guys. Here are the Jaegers. And they are looking to try and engage the enemy forces at distance. And you can see that's what they're trying to do. You can see, there we go. Look at those bullets starting to hit into the ground. Oh! Johnny being taken down. That's going to be a problem for them now. They're probably going to have to back off and get under the support of their line infantry. But the trouble is with that is while their visibility is compromised by not being able to see over the hill, you've got a Russian line moving up. But they've now started taking fire from this small line over on the right-hand side. Now they've decided to move back. So the Russians have taken a little bit of damage there. Got to go for a second round and his dinner's ready. Oh, parents have the worst timing ever when it comes to gaming. I remember that from when I used to live with my parents when I was younger. Yeah, they would always start the dinner, or the dinner would be ready just as the game is beginning, or while you're right in the middle of it and all the rest of it. So nice engagement here by the Russian line troops. There's Abercrombie, who appears to be leading the line. Oh, look at that. Very nasty as well, as poor old Flamalam caught a bullet. And more fire coming in. Johnny 89. Oh, no. They've been sabotaged by the Hussars. Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad for this line. They've also been sabotaged by the NR-12 as well. Not so much sabotaged as ambushed. But, yeah, that's going to be a serious problem now for this Russian line. As you can see, down goes Eyeball. Corporal Eyeball is no more. And PFC Mason. And that's a really bad problem there for those Russians. That line is going to be taken out entirely. Abercrombie fighting off 3 men. Takes down 1. And finally dies to McNutt. So Abercrombie's line is history, unfortunately. Looks to be a complete wipe on there. And we're watching here as Cadet Nick Lazanis from, I'm guessing, the cadet line. Yeah, it looks like it's the cadet line. The question is, there's Captain Gamer in there as well. Has Mao survived? See, we'll have to wait and see. Buddha. I'm seeing swords on the... Oh, here we go. It's Malekith. He's alive. He is alive and well. Who would have believed it? Oh, sword swing from Mao. Goes in, and nice kill from Mao there. The sword swing. And now you can see him moving up. Supporting his team. Trying to deal with that very annoying Hussar who's wandering around. And Mao slices him down. Takes down Tetra Pak. Which I would have thought it'd be harder to open, but no, never mind. Yeah, that's a Tetra Pak joke. If you remember the old milk cartons, then maybe you'll get that, but never mind. Yeah, probably really bad. Anyway, let's see. I do like this. Look at this. Look, Cadet Henry comes in and starts basically standing right behind his commanding officer. Now, it could be that he's just being a good cadet and lining up, but it also could be that he's actually standing behind his commanding officer so that his commanding officer catches a bullet before he does. That's not outside the realms of possibility. Oh dear. Let's see. As we pause for a wetting the whistle. Now, you can see Malekith moving out, along with what looks like some skirmishers. Yeah, Captain Gamer, leader of the skirmishers. And over here, could we be talking about... Oh, Jaegers. Austrian Jaegers, look at this. There's Taurus. And there goes Noxic. So, oh god, here we go. As you can see, Markov striking a pose. And dropkick disciplining. Snecker Mace also continuing with the bombardment. So the cannon section of the 77Y is still in good order. And by good order, they've managed not to kill themselves. So here comes the Russians going after this duo of NGs. Oh, and that was it. The final kill on the board for the Russians. And that's a round to them. So, we move on to the next round. Now, as you can see on the recording, this will be the last round on this map. They will then change and probably do 2 rounds on the next map. Now, obviously, based on my track record, I will not be asked to select the map because the last time I did, it was basically a map with lots of mountains, snow and fog. And they all hated me for it, and deservedly so, because it was funny as hell. Anyway... So you can see here the 2 LHR, there's Sir Argo, and Tromp Blader. Oh, let's see. Wreck Hithstor. Oh god, Vilan. V2 or V7 Lan. Rotage. God, I'm assassinating these names. Cuba 25. Tetra Pak. Adalon or Aldalon. Anti-Sigma. And look, Oberst Cooper. And Major Pillowfass. Okay. So, let's see. Let's follow. Oberst Cooper. Looking fine and resplendent as he moves out. So, you can see him now moving past the spawn area of the Austrian forces. Let's go over and say hello to these fine fellows from the 2LHR. And also to the skirmishers. So you can say also from the 2LHR. So look at all these fine fellows moving out under the fine command of Oberleutnant Lord York. Must be a lord with that moustache. Holy crap. Ah, who's the hornist? Who's blowing his horn? I guess it's him. Yeah, Mr. No Name. Raising the spirits with a little bit of horn. So, let's see if we can find out what's going on, because the Austrian forces have already started to engage the Russians. You can see over here on what looks to be the left flank, you can see the Russians now starting to engage those Austrians pretty quickly. And PFC Posh Gaming 42 is dead already. What a bad start for that man, unfortunately. Oh look, it's Panda Quins. Oh, hit and blast, shot in the back. Oh, that's just brutal. And Rafa 12 as well. And Noxic gets taken down by the quick one. And you can see here Party Gamer and Mickey Mouse also being claimed as victims in this punch-up with bullets. But the Russians have engaged and are now pulling back to try and solidify. Oh, that was a nasty, nasty cannonball that came straight in from VP Falcon and caught Johnny right between the eyes, as you can see. But now you can see, oh, look at this, a good combination of a pushback by the 77Y and also by their horsey forces. As you can see from the 66th Hussars, Trooper Callis in there as well. And Oberst Cooper from the 2nd LHR, the Hussars, have moved in to try and assist. And it's all become a rather nasty horsey punch-up and person punch-up. So we should just have to see how things go. Oh, Recruit Sharp managing to avoid a saber there. Guybrush being taken down. Oh, this is a nasty situation. These guys literally starting to form a circle so they can at least defend. Oh, look at that. That was so close there for Putin Crust. Oh, look, dehorsing has occurred. And that's going to be a nasty situation now for Raven CZ. He's going to try and avoid it as best he can, but no. Brutally cut down after he was dehorsed. And we have now moved on to Major Malekith, complete with his line of cadets and privates. So Mal playing with his privates again. And we shall continue and watch him as he makes his way towards the battlefield to support the other team, or support his teammates. Oh, look, a quick rushing coming in, and there we go. The command has been given to turn and charge. There'll be no firing in the charge, ladies and gentlemen. That is banned, and people will get kicked or just generally slain for that sort of thing. And now it becomes a melee battle. So as you can see, surrounding horses along with surrounding Russians, and it's kind of, yeah, it's a horse and man sandwich going on here. Never a good thing, especially when you add bayonets into the mix. That just makes things uncomfortable. And this, the Blackwall gets taken down, and Sarago is still in there trying to do things. It looks like, there we go, one of the, oh, barge to the floor. That was Eyeball. barged to the floor by one of the horses. He's managed to survive. And we can see here the Russians continuing to murderize the Austrian forces. So let's see. It looks like they may be going for a possible stab-a-thon. We'll have to wait and see. Oh dear. Tetra Pak gets taken out. Jaime Lannister from FH also goes down as well. Oh, this is Eat Jello also being finished off by Lugullus. And poor old Recruit Sharp. Very nice of him. Very nasty going on. And the Sir Argo recently dehorsed. Oh, look at that. Gamer with a beautiful bayonet stab into Adelon. And Thorin then being shot by Lord York. So let's see what's going on over here. There's Midgard there. There's Eyeball. Volcani. How the hell did Mal survive that? I have no idea. Let's see. Oh, dehorsed. Dehorsed. Look at these guys. Dodging left and right. Sir Argo. Dodging left and right. Bladder. And now, oh, Root and Crust taking a bullet. Nasty, nasty stuff. Lord York moving in and his teammate Taco being taken out right in front of him. This is really nasty situation. And the thing is these guys, they've got bayonets now because they've got the right weapon. But, oh, brutal, poor old Honeymoon being taken down. The honeymoon period is quite literally over. And now the battle between skirmishers and line troops is where it starts happening. Zero taking down Fortune Zero, who has been fortunate this round, has been taken down. And as you can see, poor old Lord York is no more. So, the cannons for the 77Y remain in operation. Only a single one under Markov, and we shall just have to wait and see what happens. The Austrians have 8 people. The Russians have 22. Listen to those cannons. The cannonballs just sail over the top of these heads. So, let's see. Malekith carrying the colours. Followed by Nick Lazanis, Alex Wheeler, Gamer, the Dow 14, Charlie the Turtle, Jam John, the Quick One, Fortune Zero, Mac Muesli, Volcani, and Georginator at the back. So, oh, Fortune Zero. His fortune has run out as he catches a cannonball from Recruit Max from the 2nd LHR. A beautiful shot. So, lovely stuff going on. So, a fine cannonball shot. And it looks like they're now going to be moving towards the cannons to try and take them out. Oh, but no, they repay the favour with a nice shot from Markov, taking down Walter V. Oldenburg. And now this is going to be a clutch situation here because, yeah, it's pretty much the only Austrians remaining. These are the 5 Austrians, and they're up against, I would say, about 10 or so of the Russians. Midgard are taken down. Oh, but Lugullus and Max being taken down by the cannons of Markov. Markov doing a fantastic job of supporting his troops. There's Ninu being taken down. And Trontrack as well. Oh, God, he doesn't stand a chance. Look at this. Oh, dear. Who is it? It's Dale 166. Oh, did not stand a chance. And it's all over for the Austrians. And another win for the Russians. New map, ladies and gentlemen. We shall move on. And so we return. Hello everybody, welcome back. After the map change, we are now in the desert, which as you can see, devoid of trees, not a lot of cover, but they're going to have the ability to use the hills to try and mask their movement and things of that nature. There, of course, the fine Mr. Gnome doing his duty. Flutage of an excellent variety. Now, let's see, because you can see here the 77Y are moving their artillery over. And I think they're going to choose this hill here, which is where Fortune 0 is sort of marking out. And you've also got Dropkick and Slayer Boy. And Engineer, Mr. Turtle, is building defences ready for the guys. So, let's see. The Russian forces starting to move out. Lee Blackwell from the 92nd. Also, there we go. Sergeant Bunsley. The artillerymen continuing to solidify their defences. Ho! Cannonball over the top. So the artillery is starting very quickly indeed. You've now got Malekith, who is leading his cadet line over to what appears to be the right flank. Oh, mercenary captain. Whoops-a-daisy. Baggins having just assassinated them. Oh dear. Never mind. Ah, of course. The two-dimensional bird is watching the battle. Oh dear, the 2 LHR running into a collection of Russians. And you can see here, look at this. Supported by a line already and also cavalry at their rear. You can see them moving up with the skirmishers. Malekith! Oh, wow! Malekith shot already by arc. Fantastic shot coming in from the 2 LHR skirmishers, and that's really going to hurt. And look at that. Oh, so much fire coming in as well. And the Russians over here seem to be wandering around, looking a little bit lost maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But they're going to have to start moving up. So you've got these guys here. All the skirmishers moving up as well. They're being flanked here by by Austrian forces. Oh, brutal. Oh, absolutely brutal. And it looks like there's Panda Quins and PFC Benedict being cut to pieces. There's Private Corgan dodging as many bullets as he possibly can. And he managed to do it. Fantastic. And look at this. Oh, the fire coming in from the Russians. Just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And more fire coming in from the skirmishers being supporting on the right-hand side. You can see here the guys are doing a fantastic job here. And they're really taking it to the Russian forces. So much so that the skirmishers have actually had to move back onto to the support of their lines. And you can see now that those lines are starting to pull back and actually move back towards the cannons to try and get their support. So, oh god, it's Azd here. Look out, everybody. The Ginger Ninja is on the battlefield. And he now appears to be leading that line there with a few cadets. So, also following up Thorin and Party Gamer and Jotar and a few others. So, they're going to have to reorganise and reorganise their numbers and their forces. And look at that. The Austrians have 75, the Russians have 60. So that was a disastrous encounter for the 77Y there. They lost a great deal of people, including their commanding officer. So that's going to be a problem for them now. The question is whether or not the Austrians can actually make the best of this opportunity. And now that the 77Y and friends are on the back foot, can they push this advantage? Look at this. Cannons coming in. Cannons to the left of them. Cannons to the right of them. Into the Valley of Death they charged. And here come the cavalry going after the 77Y artillery, which is going to be a problem. And you can see here an anti-cavalry defensive area now trying to be finished by Jam John, trying to support that area. And you've also got this line over here as well from the FH. They're also trying to support. And let's see what's going on. No, they're all right. These are the friendly Cavs, so we're all good. The 66 Hussars. There's Cadet Henry having fun. Him and Mac Muesli having a giggle. Oh, VP Falcon managing to catch a cannonball. So it looks like the two artillery guys are trading fire between them. With Sergeant Bunsley moving out to support his teammates, who are moving over here under the command of course, Major Lee Blackwell. And so he's going to be looking for the Austrians, looking for an opportunity to try and push back against them and remove this sort of... I think it's fair to say that the initiative is on the side of the Austrians at the moment. They definitely have the advantage when it comes to numbers. About 20 difference. Now, those of you know that kind of difference doesn't always last that long. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Now, doing the conga line behind a rock is a collection of PFCs. And there's obviously Scott Shroom in there as well. Now, let's see if we can lock in. Aha. Let's see if we can get an idea of where they are. Oh, nasty. It seems that somebody was in the wrong place or Ramboing or something along those lines, and karma got the better of them as they got a cannonball in the face. So, you know, this is karma. This is wonderful things going on here. So you can see here the fine Hussars waiting for an opportunity. Eat Jello gets shot by Mr. Sharp. You can see here the two LHR waiting for that all-important... Oh, White Knight with a lovely kill onto two members of the two LHR. And you can see here these skirmishers continuing to fire. Look at those cannonballs just bouncing over the top of the hill. Engaging them at long distance. Oh, White Knight with a... it's being taken down. Let's see what's going on over here. Spyglass being used to track the area ahead. And that's Major Lee Blackwell from the 92nd. He's got to be careful. For that reason... Oh, Johnny from the 2 LHR being taken down by Snecker Mace. And if they're moving in for these guys, they've got to be very careful, because you make a line in the direction of the cannon and a single cannonball can take out your entire line. That would be very unfortunate. And this is the Austrian artillery. So you can see here continuing to fire with Snipes there doing a good job on the 92nd, taking down another 2 members, which is why it's a very dangerous situation for those guys. But, aha, let's at this. Lieutenant Rosalia, and also engineer of choice, Jer Hunter, is one of the guards for the artillery. There's Max. There's obviously Jer again. Frankior in there as well. And there's Trontak. So, you could see, obviously, that they've got these earthenworks here in front of the cannons to stop any cannonballs coming towards them and actually hitting them. So, yeah, these earthenworks do eventually disappear after oh god, after being shot a few times. So, let's see. Auriculus, this is the 77Y cannons. Now, this area obviously is for when they come under attack from cavalry, so they can basically jump into this area and anti-cavalry barricades will stop them getting charged and they can then defend themselves. So There's Sneckermace. Thank you, card driver. There's Sneckermace and Auriculus, and these guys are continuing to fire and do their duty. And we've also got... Oh, what was that? Voodoo. Voodoo, unfortunately, killing poor old Greatsword. That was a tad unfortunate. But, yeah. Apparently Voodoo shot over him. And it didn't really work out that way where the engine was concerned. But never mind. So, there's a line here. Looking to engage the incoming Austrians, who are now moving forward very quickly. Hussar Colonel McNutt is no more. And here comes the NR-12 under Friedrich Pfeffer. Moving in. Here we go. Oh, no, looks like they're going to move in stab. Oh, Franz Schmidt shot at close range. Absolutely brutal. In comes the cavalry after the skirmishers. Oh, look at that. Nasty, nasty goings on. Party Gamer doing his best to try and survive as best he can. And let's just see. Oh, this is a very nasty situation. So, poor old Flammerlam hates cavalry so much. That's because you got surprised in the back with a rather nasty sword. Oh, Party Gamer with a nice recovering stab there. Look at that. He's going after 2 men. Trying to defend himself on 3 men, 4 men. Oh, he takes 1 down. Fantastic. And he's trying to defend himself as best he can. Let's watch Party Gamers. He's defending himself from all directions. Can he do it? No, he can't. Just overwhelmed by the sheer weight of numbers of the Austrians. And it looks like the 77Y. The 77Y. Artillery section has now been neutralised. So, let's look at the numbers. 5 left of the Russians. 41 left of the Austrians. You can now see how that initial engagement for all the Russians was absolutely disastrous. But we shall just have to wait and see what happens. Because we need to find the remaining Russians. Aha! Remaining Russian. The Dutchian from FH. Oh, turns and stabs. Gets sliced. He's up against 3 men. Another member of 2LHR. Oh, he's going in with the earbud, and he gets taken down as he tried to clean out his earwax. Nasty. Oh, Dutchian taken down. Frankior with a nice swing. And ladies and gentlemen, there is 1 Russian remaining. The question is, where is the poor bastard? And there we go. It's Sergeant Bunsley. And Mr. Bunsley is killed. And that's a round for the Austrians. Well played by the Austrians. And now we shall move on to what is the final round, ladies and gentlemen. The final round. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop. And so, following the second LHR, you can see the Austrian spawn, with the lines moving out, broken up into, obviously, 1 line section, another line, and obviously the skirmishers, the Jaegers, spread out in what is pretty much a standard skirmisher formation. They're allowed to do that, obviously. Now, let's see. No! Chadders again! Oh, poor Chadders. Never mind. There's Tetra Pak from the 2LHR Hussars. And these guys are now moving out. Getting ready to scout out the battlefield, looking for an opportunity to sneak up on the enemy. So we shall follow them in. Oh, cannon from Auriculus, taking Lord York down already. Crikey, oh blimey, that's a really good shot. So, let's just see. And we can now see Austrian lines moving up. So you've got obviously one line regiment there, another line regiment there, and the skirmishers in support. Oh, cannons coming over from the right-hand side. That could be a very nasty situation. But, fortunately, smart placement by the members of the 2nd LHR means that they stand next to this rock, and that will intercept any cannonballs coming towards them and preventing mass casualties. More cannonballs coming over the top. Got to be careful, because if a cannonball lands here, this is going to get brutal. So, the Austrians still seem to be milling around, making a decision as to which direction they're going to move. You're going to have your commanding officers, like this gentleman here, Chadtopia 80, who's going to be looking to see where the Russians are. And, oh, did you see that cannonball? Oh, literally must have been no more than a foot over his head, and he didn't even blink. Fantastic. So, let's see what happens. The skirmishers engaging at long range. Cannonballs flying past the camera. The Russian skirmishers moving up to engage. Supported by line infantry on their left and line infantry at their rear. There's Zaleski with his line. There is Eat Jello, who seems to have lost his line. Oh dear, poor old Eat Jello. He's definitely missing his line. So, let's see what's going on. So you've got the two skirmishers section basically engaging. Now the trouble is, these skirmishers probably have the slight advantage because they can use the hill to cover themselves. Oh, didn't work for Taurus, as you can see. He just got shot by a cannonball. Yeah, that's nasty. And now the Austrian line is moving up to support. And you can see them moving in closer. There's the Jaegers being supported. And now, oh, Eat Jello, stabbed by the 2nd LHR. And here we go, look at this. A brutal attack of cavalry onto what appears to be the skirmishers. And an attack also from line troops. This is brutal. This is really brutal. And now, as a result of that, Captain Gamer, probably one of the few people to survive, hiding behind a rock sensibly, trying to stay out of the way. But it's very possible that he may not actually have a line or skirmishers to support later. Going for a shot on one of the enemy. Oh, nice shot by Gamer there into Gefir Harleth even. Oh, he's looking for the stab. He's looking for the stab. Oh, he's turning stabbing. Gamer trying to defend himself, and he's now got 3 Austrians after him. So he's going to stand and fight as Gamer always would. Oh, nice stab there. That was Lucius killing his teammate. Oh, Gamer taking one stab, trying to defend himself. And he's looking at the block there. Turn and stab as he takes down Wiesel. And he manages to survive. Can he take down the final man? He has been damaged slightly. So he's at the disadvantage. We'll wait and see. He's going to maybe do a quick turn and stab. There we go. That's exactly what he did. Quick turn and stab just to throw his enemy off. And now he's continuing his melee. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lucius taken down by Captain Gamer. And Gamer can now move off unmolested. At least for the time being. Till he gets back to his own line. Oh, cannonball coming in from Auriculus, taking down 2 members of the 2 LHR. Earstorm being barged to the floor by Red Potato. Can't trust those red potatoes. More cannonballs coming in. Look at this. Sergeant Bunsley, last man standing in the last round, taken down. Thanatos also. Oh, look at that. Brutal, brutal kill into Tetra Pak. And you can see now, who's this defending himself? Oh, Honeymoon. Honeymoon taking down Jaime Lannister, I think that was. No, that was elsewhere. So it looks like that may have been Jaime Lannister. Corporal Cody also being finished off from the Hussars. Let's see what we can find out. Oh, VP Falcon taking down Fank here. The gnome is down. The gnome has been killed by the potato. So, let's see. The 2nd LHR currently getting their rocks off, as you can see. But they are supporting the likes of the Freezer, who seems rather chilled. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Now, there's Dussel and the 77Y. Continuing with their cannons, jumping out of the way of cannonballs as they bounce past them. So it's not looking too bad. There's Mad Dog engaging, supporting their cannons. Down on the field here. You can see Tom Hackey. There's Honeymoon being taken out. And there's Mal. So we're going to watch Mal as he's engaging. Aztir, who just got team killed by drop kick. Fantastic. Oh dear. Oh, fantastic. So it looks like Mal and his small line here have succeeded. There is 10 and 18. So it's still very close indeed. How Malekith has managed to survive, I don't know. But we shall just wait and see. So, Oh, Dussel taken down. And Neural Koala also finished off by the cannonball of Snopez. So, 10 versus 16. So, wonder how many we've got here. Oh! Moga Wolf taken down by VP Falcon. There you have him. Or at least what's left of him. So, it looks like they're going to have to go after the cannons. Oh dear. Look at this. And it looks like Ger Hunter is doing a great job of putting those reinforcements back to try and protect his troops. Oh, look at that. Max taken down. VP Falcon again with absolutely devastatingly accurate artillery fire. They've really got the good range on the Austrian artillery. This is going to be a problem for them. You can see here the Austrian artillery trying to respond. And down goes Ger Hunter. Wrong place at the wrong time. The two Austrian artillery returning fire. Waiting for the inevitable cannon. And there's Ludulus trying to put in more defences. Try and protect his friends. Oh, look at that. Now, what's coming over there? Friendly forces maybe? Oh. You can see they've still got some defenders available. But they've got enemies coming from all directions. Including a Russian. Gamer coming in with his fists. Not anymore. Yeah, poor old Gamer. Oh dear. And here come the Russians. over on the right-hand side as well. So the likes of Midgarder. Fortune 0, again, not so fortunate. And it's poor old, let's see. Yeah, last man standing, about to not be standing for much longer. There we go, Midgarder goes down. The freezer gets killed. And there's more stabbing going on in the centre here. Oh dear, poor old B3421 Sean gets taken out. And Dropkick's getting in there. Look at that. Dropkick with a nice block. Quick turn stab. Nice block again. And a nice kill. Oh, look at that. And a nice kill onto Malekith right at the end of the round. Doesn't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. And that has been your Napoleonic Wars line battle for this week. Along with everybody drinking the Napoleonic Kool-Aid. So, I hope you've enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed. And my thanks go to all the regiments and, of course, to the 77Y for organising. And we'll see you again very soon. Take care.